Hey there, ever feel that weird sinking feeling right after you hit post on social media? You know that perfect selfie is up, but your thumb just hovers over the delete button because a tiny wrinkle in your shirt suddenly feels like a giant fail? Or maybe you're scrolling your heart, doing a little nervous tap dance as a voice in your head whispers, "Everyone else has it all figured out. Why don't I?" Here's the secret. That nagging voice isn't just you. As a licensed therapist and a master healer, I call this the algorithmic unconscious. Think of it as your secret digital twin, stitched together from every click, like, and every second you stared at someone else's post. It's like a ghost, custom made from your digital data, and it knows the parts of you that you try to hide, sometimes even better than you do. Today, we are going to pull that digital shadow into the light. I'll give you 3 powerful moves to grab the keyboard back from the code and start telling your own story. Are you ready to meet the real you that your feed has been burying? Let's get into it. Let's be real for a second. We are not just addicted to our phones. The addiction is deeper. We are addicted to filtered, perfect versions of ourselves that we think nobody else wants to see. A legendary psychiatrist, Carl Jung, talked about the shadow, all the parts of ourselves that we reject and hide away, like our messy, cringy, or insecure bits. In our world, this shadow now has a digital life, the algorithmic unconscious, as I call it. Every time you edit out a pimple, the algorithm doesn't just see the edit, it sees the shame behind it. Every time you agonize over a caption, it remembers all the real thoughts you were too scared to share. It's like having a personal trainer who only watches you eat junk food. It doesn't see you working hard. It just sees the slip-ups and then bombards you with ads for diet plans. Your feed becomes a funhouse mirror, twisting your anxieties and selling them back to you, making sure your insecurities stay profitable, marketable. In my work as a life coach, I guide people through this exact feeling. The result? That low-key anxiety you can't shake. A feeling that your life is somehow off-brand, somehow off-color, somehow off-putting. Psychologists at UC Irvine found that people who heavily filter and manage their online image are way more likely to feel like a fraud, something called the imposter syndrome. The more you fake it, the bigger your digital shadow gets, like a villain's story happening in the background. That shadow then informs the advertisers to hit you with ads for expensive face creams at 2 a.m. because it knows that you were staring at someone else's perfect skin, feeling bad about your own. We are not just hiding from our friends, we are hiding from a digital ghost that predicts our deepest fear, deepest insecurity better than we do. It's easy to think algorithms are like psychics, but it's not magic. It's actually way sneakier. They read your micro behaviors. They are less likely a mind reader and more like a pro gamer who knows all the cheat codes to this game. They don't know your thoughts, but they see that tiny twitch of your thumb, that split second you pause on your ex's photo, the hesitation before you delete a comment. That's your digital body language, and it tells them everything you secretly want. TikTok is the GOAT at this. Its engineers have revealed that you're more likely to stay on the app when the feed shows you the stuff that secretly challenges your own values. It's like a DJ who knows you love pop but throws in a heavy metal song. That jolt of, "Whoa, what is this?" makes you pay more attention. It hooks you by poking at your secret envy, your guilty pleasures, your hidden desires, your hidden anger, and it turns all of that into digital gold. The algorithm isn't just giving you what you say you want, it's giving you what you secretly cannot look away from. As a therapist, I want you to understand the psychological trick being played on you. Your personal shadow, which used to be just in your own head, has now been captured and put on a digital shelf where advertisers can check it out anytime they want. Because we don't notice it happening, the result feels like destiny. You think, of course, I got a weight loss ad, I must have clicked something. The algorithm didn't just create this self-doubt, it found the crack, made it bigger, and sold tickets to the show. So, how do we get out of this digital spider web? As a master healer, I have developed these exercises that I've used with hundreds of clients to help them reclaim their story. First, the digital shadow inventory. This is your detective mission. Open your favorite app, scroll back, and screenshot the last 10 posts that made you feel something strong, envy, boredom, insecurity, whatever. Something that made you feel really strongly. Now, write down the real emotion each one of these sparked. Was it jealousy? A feeling of being left out? A sense of I'm not good enough? Name that feeling. Naming it is like flipping on the lights in a horror movie. The monster you imagine is usually not so scary. Once you see the pattern, it starts to lose its power. Second, let's post that rejected draft. This is a dare. It's about being brave and vulnerable. Find a caption, a thought, or a picture you didn't post because it felt too real. Now, just clean it up for clarity, not for likes, and post it. The first time I did this, I was terrified of getting 0 likes. Instead, my DMs were followed by people saying, "Oh my God, I feel the exact same way." Every time you post something real, you're retraining the algorithm. You are teaching it and your own brain that your true self is worthy of being seen. Third, and this is the boss level, Schedule 1 algorithmic Sabbath. For 24 hours, no scrolling, no posting, no mindless binging. Think of this as ghosting your phone. The first few hours might feel like you've gone cold turkey. Your thumb might even twitch. Push through it. Around hour 12, something amazing starts to happen. You start to hear your own thoughts again, like quiet messages finally washing ashore now that the sea of notifications and distractions is gone. Maybe you'll feel an urge to draw, call a friend, or just stare at the sky. Maybe you'll even feel bad, but it's going to be your feelings to feel. Write down those urges and those thoughts. What did you feel after 24 hours of going cold turkey? This is a postcard to your real self. Go back online with the intention of posting something real about yourself next time you post. This proves your worth isn't based on likes. And when you actually execute on that, you will know the feeling. If any of this gave you a nervous laugh, "Oh yep, that's me" moment, or a sudden desire to yeet your phone into the sun, you're in the right place. As a life coach, I know this is the first step. Hit pause and comment with the emoji that best describes your digital shadow. Mine was the clown emoji for the longest time. Subscribing isn't just a click, it's a signal that you're ready to be real. It helps more people find their way back to themselves. Join the community. That's choosing authentic over aesthetic. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about spilling all your secrets online 24/7. That's just another performance. In therapy, we call this integration. And it's about consciously choosing what you share, not sharing everything that comes to your mind for attention. It's like being the director of your own movie. You still get to edit and pick the best shots, but you are in charge, telling the story you want to tell, not the one you think will sell tickets, not for likes. The algorithm is just a focus group you can totally ignore. You'll still curate, you'll still post content, but with purpose. Asking, does this post make me feel smaller? Or Does it strengthen my shadow? Break past my own negative thinking? The goal here is wholeness, not virality. Wholeness means being cool with all the parts of you, the good and the messy. Some days that means posting the cool brunch picture. Other days it means enjoying a quiet moment alone, completely undocumented. That quiet moment is data too, but it's just for you. Your digital shadow loses its power when your offline life is too interesting to post about. Remember, Carl Jung taught that the shadow isn't evil, it's just energy. That envy that made you scroll for hours can turn into a compass pointing you toward what you truly want for yourself. Your cringe becomes your curriculum. Your feed becomes a place to grow, not a place to get lost, not a place to hide, not a place of shame. This whole journey is about building a seamless self, where the online you and the real you are the same awesome person. And in counseling, we call that congruence. Your digital identity is just an echo of who you are, not the whole song. This starts by being an active user, not a zombie scroller. Mindless scrolling is like floating down the river and letting the current decide your fate. Mindful tech use is like grabbing a paddle. You're still on the river, but you decide where to go. Before you unlock your phone, ask yourself, why am I picking this up? Am I looking for connection or just a quick dopamine hit? Knowing the difference gives you your power back. Next, find validation away from the screen. Relying only on likes and digital validation for your self-esteem is like trying to live on a diet of only cotton candy. It's a fun rush, but it leaves you feeling empty and sick. Offline friendships and hobbies are your protein and veggies. They actually build you up. Do things just because you love them, not because they'll look good on your story. These things ground you in the real world. As a life coach and a master healer, I also have to warn you against the digital spiritual bypass, using good vibes only posts to ignore real world problems. That's like putting a cute filter on a picture of a dumpster fire. It looks better for a second, but that fire is still burning. Real shadow work is about dealing with the fire, not just changing the filter. It's about accepting that it's okay not to be okay, and that being real about your struggles is a superpower and not a weakness. Ultimately, building a seamless self means making technology your tool, not your master. It's a process, but every time you make an intentional, conscious choice, you get stronger. Your digital shadow isn't a bug in the system. It's a mirror showing you the parts of yourself you've tried to ignore. Taking back control of your life starts with one honest moment, one brave post, one quiet Sunday offline. Each of these small acts of rebellion writes your algorithmic unconscious, slowly turning your feed into a space that serves you. The ads will stop feeling like a psychic predicting your deepest fears and start looking like cheap flyers you can easily ignore. The urge to scroll will become a gentle reminder to just breathe and be present. The real flex in 2025 isn't a perfect feed, it's a seamless whole self. It's the freedom to put down your phone without feeling like a piece of you is missing or your hands are restrained. So go ahead, close the app, touch something real, a book, a pet, a friend's hand. And remember this, you were whole long before Wi-Fi, and you still are. Your wholeness is not for sale, and it never was. This is Coach KP. Peace.